Video number 234 on this Porsche, I don't remember. So you see I have the RPMs up about 2200 RPMs. That's because this uses a turboprop fan in the engine in the back. I have the gauges laying outside of the engine compartment with the gauges hoses ran up under the crack. It should have tape going all the way around from your paint safe tape to cover up all the air cracks, so all the air goes through the condenser instead of through the cracks of having a cracked open hood with your hoses going through it. But I don't have that here, so the high side's a little bit higher than it should be. More airflow goes through the condenser, the high side will come down a little more. What is our temperature outside? As you can see here, so you see our high side, I'm holding it pretty steady. Our high side is staying pretty steady between where we go. A low is 141, high is 241, 249 on the high side, 235. Our low is about 9 psi. Now I expected to see about 12 to 9 psi, and they have the retrofit fittings on here, and I'm thinking there's a shitload of oil in here because they did the whack-off cans, and they probably had the AC Pro with oil, or they put the oil injector can in here. There might be a little bit too much oil in the system. It looks like the receiver dryer was replaced before. There could be from moisture contamination on a steel receiver dryer. If this is the original expansion valve, rust particles from the first receiver dryer, the little screen, these old ones sometimes had a screen, and rust particles could be partially plugging the screen or the inlet of the expansion valve, and that'll explain 6 psi, 6.7 psi, plus the heavy thick oil that's inside the system. What else? Let's go over the temperature. I think we're only 50 something. Oh, we came down to 46. We're hot. This has been baking. Oh, I still got the window open. I'm trying to bring it down and get that window closed. So until all this hot dash cools down, I might not be able to reach the minimum temperature set point until it gets all the way down. Oh, and this, I didn't mention, this does have a subcooling condenser on the front up here. There is the secondary condenser with fans on it underneath the front. I think I'll get out of the car and show you guys. Some Porsches don't have it, some do. This model does. I didn't know it until I bent over and actually got off my lazy ass and looked underneath, because I was double checking my memory as I was repeating and regurgitating diarrhea out of my mouth because I have constipation of the brain. That if it was mine, I'd put a subcooling condenser on there. This one does have it. Looks like we can see we're coming down 44 degrees. We're getting there. Just has to cool down the cabin temperature. So you guys go over to the Facebook group, Automotive HVAC Technicians. That's the name of the Facebook group. There's a lot of guys posting stuff up. There's a lot of education on there. There's a lot of guys with a lot of experience with specialty cars who might be able to answer your questions on the Facebook group. If you're watching this on YouTube, sign up to the Facebook group, Automotive HVAC Technicians. Okay, so it looks like we're going back up to 45. We're still there at 2200 RPMs. So it looks like this is where it's leveling off at. 45. Okay, good enough for government mark. I'm letting it go back to idle. We're down to 136 and it's coming up rapidly. Let's see where we're at. We went down as low as 132 psi on the low side. Now remember, it shoots up at idle to 200. Where did it go? 270, 268, 270 psi when it's at idle. And you go, oh my God, wait a minute, isn't that backwards? Isn't when you put idle RPMs up, the high side goes up on some, well, it's going up on this one. Or no, it's going, when I got at idle, it's shooting up, it's skyrocketing up at idle. And remember, I have the gap in the hood. So let's go look at that gap in the hood. Let me get my glasses, too bright out. Let's get out there. Let's go out in the real world. So we have our receiver dryer right there. We have our second condenser, and check both the fans. Some of them had, see if had 2 fans up here or not. I can't remember. I think I gotta open, I think this one maybe I gotta open the hood, and it's up here. I don't do enough of these, so I've been doing them for years, but they're all different. So you always wanna make sure this condenser is clean under here. And let's look under the hood. Where are we at on pressure now? We are up to 326 PSI. So we're at 326 PSI. And you know, I have that gap. All the air, you could see, all the air is being, with my gloves on, I could feel air being sucked in here, so it's not all going over here. What did I say I wanted to do? I'm brain dead when I don't eat. So there's a fan up here that needs to be checked. Make sure it's not plugged. Make sure the fins are not dirty. You take it out, take it apart, you clean it. And yeah, come on. I can do it. I'm having a issue here. Come on, Porsche. I see you. Why can't my fingers do this? Ah, there you go. Okay, very beautiful. Oh my God, this thing is clean. Holy shoot. There's your fan right there. So you want to take that fan assembly apart, check the blower motor, check that the fins are not dirty, because if it's a little dirty and they have dirt buildup on there, a little dust and stuff, it won't blow as much air. So you see where it's ducting in the front, blowing down in the rear. So check this out. Ducting in the front. You see this little gap right here, right behind this? It's taking in air there. It's blowing out down here. And I see 19th Avenue. Oh yeah, it's blowing right here. I can feel it blowing over here. Okay, I gotta go and grab this phone call. See you guys.